Guam.com for delivery.
Welcome to Tall Tales with Bob Klitzkie, the only show on talk radio where common sense is a lot more common. Phone lines are now open at 888-TALK. That's 888-8255. And now, The Point proudly brings you Tall Tales with Senator Bob Klitzkie.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. A great way to start a talk show if that talk show zeroes in on Second Amendment rights, individual freedom, a constitutional republic, and similar subjects. And that's exactly what this show's about. If that's what you're after, you are in the right place. If it's not what you're after, boy, you are really in the right place. Okay, well, we don't have any Zemi today because the newspapers have decided they don't need no stinking editorials. So we'll go straight to the card. This is what I have on the card for today. I don't have any public, yes, I do have a Public Law 36-34. I've got systemic racism, of course. I've got more Doug Moylan and the boundary. I've got more Jim and Roy versus Democrats for 2026. Santa versus $9.25. CLTC applicants. DOE versus dollars, etc. So let's start right out with systemic racism. Now, you know what I'm talking about when I talk about systemic racism, because what that really is about is the narrative versus the agenda. And the narrative is that the rice is red, and the actual truth is that the rice is orange. So that's what systemic racism is. Systemic racism means we're dealing with a situation where the narrative is more powerful than the truth or the facts. And we come upon it all the time. A classic example, the truth is that if you're born with two X's chromosomes, you're a female, you'll always be a female. If you're born with an X and a Y, you'll be a male. And you'll always be a male. That's the truth. That's the facts. If you really want to be a man, you can do it. It's possible. That's the agenda. Okay, so I've got an example here of the narrative versus the agenda. Systemic racism. And this is something that ran in town hall a couple days ago. Systemic racism. Those systemically racial Pulitzer Prizes. Now, Pulitzer Prizes are awarded to people in the journalism profession for excellence in their profession. Journalists are supposed to be fact-oriented, theoretical, accurate, unbiased, etc. So here's how this article goes. It's by Julio Rosas. In theory, the Pulitzer Prizes are a celebration of the best journalism in America. But in reality, it represents something entirely different. It rewards left-wing journalists for most effectively thumping the tub for the left. They call it, quote, elevating our understanding of the world. We've entered the third year of the Biden administration, and no one has won a Pulitzer for courageous reporting exposing this president's failures.